Instead of AEM, we have Maxtow. So let's open it up and see what we got. Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be going over the wideband. I previously had already done this, not in a video, but just personally with an AEM wideband. Apparently, they have been known to be DOA a lot recently, including the one that I got. So I returned it, and after looking at all the reviews of how often that they come dead right at opening the box, I decided to try a different company in general. So let's take a look at it. Alright, so right off the bat, looks like it comes with the same Bosch wideband sensor that pretty much every wideband kit does come with, including AEM. So we're not skimping there. It's the same performance sensor that we would want. Everything looks good there. Now, unlike AEM, I have noticed that this one actually uses an extra little controller box. So we're going to take a look at what's in this little packaging, because I imagine that's where it is. Funny story, I just noticed that it looks like the gauge and the outer ring are cutting it off. But at first I saw this and I thought it was a typo, and I'm just like, oh yeah, I got that wideband, yeah. Alright, so I've got to admit, the wideband gauge that comes from AEM seems really cheap, like a child's toy made out of like barely thin plastic even. Maxtow's wideband gauge here, this actually feels like something that you would pay $80 for. Like, this seems solid. It seems like it's good quality. I really like the gauge face along with the digital display as well. You've got a little hardware kit. You've got a bung that you can weld in. So this is like the little controller box I was telling you about that comes with. I haven't seen one of these before personally. See how it goes. Hopefully it helps things work a little bit better than what I'm used to. Yeah, it looks like it does come with a 1-year warranty, so that's nice. Typically these things are pretty straightforward on install because it's just plug the sensor in, put it to the back of the gauge, power the gauge, and that's it. I just having a little controller box with it. Just want to make sure everything's definitely plugging in where it's supposed to go. So to give you a good set of instructions here, all very clear. So I'll just take a quick read over this, make sure I'm not missing anything, and then go ahead and install it. Also, if you haven't already, just hit that subscribe button, like the video if you find this interesting, and be a good neighbor and share with your friends. Alright, so I just got done installing the wideband. Well, installed. More like a test setup. Right now everything in this car is in pieces right now. There's a lot going together. The sensor has been calibrated, it's put in, the box, controller box is wired up, the gauge is sitting right here up on my dash. So let's see how everything works. So you can see the controller box right here, got everything wired in. Seriously, if somebody else were to tune my car, they'd love me because that's my wideband connector right there. So it comes up in the car. Alright, now first let's check this out. This gauge was said that it takes a 30-second warm-up period to actually come on, and we'll do that little display image that's doing right now. Car's not running, so it should end up just reading 20 when it does actually set on, and then we'll start the car. Perfect. Alright, so it looks like the reason you saw the spaz was because I already had it on accessory, so it was already on, and then I just keyed on the ignition, so I had to repeat the cycle. So I guess even if it's warmed up, still with a new switch to ignition, it will reset. But right now, it's working just fine. Let me show you what we got going on here and show you it working. I am still obviously in cold start, so it's running on the richer side right now until I put down the pedal and get some air in there. That'll probably change up once it warms up. I'm still in the midst of tuning because I needed one of these to tune it well. So we'll see what's going on with that. I'll make another video about tuning it later. But so far, it looks like this Maxtow gauge is actually really awesome. I like the analog and the digital display. It updates right away. There's no lag time in it. So quite honestly, I like this way better than AEM. It seems to be better built. I like the controller box. This just seems to be working out a lot better than what AEM's did. So I'm happy with it. And also, I wasn't paid by any company to make this. This is my own personal opinion based on my experience. So there you have it, and it looks like I'm getting up to operating temp finally. So yeah, there you have it. Maxtow Wideband. Their whole kit is really, really good. I'm impressed.